This may sound like a lot of math, and it kind of is. But I'm really interested in the fact that you have to do a lot of math in it, and I actually hated math for the longest time. Well, that's mostly because the teachers were all quite jackasses. Oh, shit, that includes my mother. Well, let's not say they're all jackasses. Let's just say that they assign a lot of fucking work, and I hate fucking working for no reason. I mean, this is like 100 problems. I know how to do it. I know how to fucking do it. Why do you make it? But I like Mr. Cole because he makes us do. He doesn't make us do work. He has various dates where he will tick up your homework, but you don't necessarily have to do it on the other days. You will do it if you want to do well on the test, which is basically the concept of college itself. You don't have to do needless work, which is fantastic in my opinion. Because if you don't do work that you don't necessarily understand and work through it and understand it, then you can absolutely bomb a test. And, well, he quite frankly explains things to me that makes me want to learn more about math, which no other teacher did before. Like, for example, the theory of relativity. The theory of relativity is the theory that once you pass the speed of light itself, you move backwards in time. This is proven by the fact that when you observe light as a particle, there are particles that are moving at the speed of light, which are taken as the average, because no particle moves exactly at the speed of light compared to another. And the speed of light is taken as like the average of all. But once you look at the speed of light, there are particles that are moving at the speed of light, but there are particles that are moving less than the speed of light. But the problem is that there are particles that are moving less than the speed. I'm gonna have to take this. If you look at this in a planar sort of view, this is the speed of light itself. There are particles that are moving less than the speed of light. These are the particles themselves. Now, the problem with this is that there are no particles that are moving faster than the speed of light. The particles are moving at an average of whatever the hell the number is. But the particles that are moving less are twice the number than they should be, meaning that there should be particles over here, which are the same numbers of particles moving over here. And this is the average number taken in the middle. Now, what the theory is basically saying, I believe it's the theory of relativity, I'm not quite sure, but the way it was explained to me, I might have missed something, is that the particles that are moving faster than the speed of light are actually exceeding the values of time itself. And they're speeding backwards through time, and they haven't, the particles that you are seeing, half of them are about to experience backwards time travel, while the particles, the other half, have already experienced it, but they haven't experienced it yet. So they're before that, they're looking backwards to move forwards. It's an endless cycle of light and time, and it fascinates me to no fucking end. The reason I like the theory of relativity is just because of its pure mind-blowing awesomeness, and the fact that it's fucking time travel. I mean, who doesn't want to time travel backwards in time? And another theory that was proposed to me by one of Mr. Cole's students, his name is Forrest, not Forrest Gump. It was quite interesting that his parents named him that. You can travel forward in time. Watch me, I'm going to travel forward 1 second in time. Hey, I'm here. But the problem is that you can't travel backwards in time because you would have to travel faster than the speed of light itself. And that's simply, well, it's kind of possible, but it's very, 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 very difficult. But the way it was mathematically described to me is that in order to move faster than the speed of light, you must move at a -1. It was like a -1. What Forrest described is that if you in fact traveled at the speed after the speed of light, more than the speed of light, and your body temperature and the surrounding temperature was -1 Kelvin, that is 1 degree less than absolute zero, then you would actually travel into the future. And, well, it sounds like a bunch of absolute rubbish to some people, but I found it intellectually stimulating and simply fascinating. I'm not sure how long this video is, but I'm kind of sure it's over 5 or 10 minutes, which is going to be in a second part. But anyway, What I want to say is a lot, and well, okay. So I am very fascinated by this because I'm a gigantic Doctor Who fan. Yes, I did say Doctor Who fan. Um, I mean, I'm like kind of obsessive about it. Glasses. These are very similar to those used by the 10th Doctor, played by David Tennant. I got those frames of glasses for that pure reason. The only thing on my Christmas wish lists for my grandparents was a pinstripe brown suit, which is the signature of David Tennant. Black Converse shoes, which would also be a signature of David Tennant, except he sometimes wears a red and sometimes he wears white, and I didn't really like the white itself. So, well.